What's on, ladies and gentlemen? My name's Ross, I like games, and today we need to have a little bit of a look at some new One Piece cards. You see, the reveal for OPO4, the whole reveals thing, the process, cycle, call it what you will, is in full swing. And I, for one, am absolutely delighted. We have a new Secret Rare Crocodile to have a little bit of a chat about today, which is rather lovely. And we've got another one as well, and I, for one, am absolutely delighted. Oh yeah, and also, it works really well with that Crocodile leader, which is nice. I suppose we should probably start there, really, shouldn't we? Because both of the cards we're talking about today do work very well with that Crocodile leader. So, the Crocodile leader is a dual colour yellow and purple card, or leader, which is pretty gosh darn cool. And what we see here is a skill whereby on your opponent's turn, and it must be on your opponent's turn, not on your own, once per turn, when you return Don from your field to the Don deck, using one of your effects, add a Don from the Don deck active. It's kind of awesome. And what's really cool, of course, you can return a suspended Don, then get yourself an active Don, which is just kind of awesome. But it has to work during your opponent's turn. So what we're really looking for here are a bunch of skills that can be used on your opponent's turn that we can take advantage of here. And the good news is that as we pop in and have a look at this dude, this works. This works very nicely indeed. Also, just as a fun little side note, this is Crocodile as well. This is a Super Rare Crocodile from OPO4. So if you're a fan of Crocodile, good news, ladies and gentlemen, you get in some love. Now, what we've got here is 8 cost, 9,000 power, no counter. And frankly, that's a lot. This better be good. And now I did the translations myself, but I did check with the lovely Orange Samurai D, who checked with the Discord. And Russ Marrow also posted it on Twitter as well. So I feel confident I have this correct. And what we've got here is, on play, Don -2. If your leader's type includes Baroque Works, place up to 1 card from the top of your deck on top of your life area. Now, this is kind of awesome. Now, as a quick side note here, yes, obviously Leader Crocodile is Baroque Works. I haven't even checked it yet. I'll be honest, I'll check it in a minute before I end the video. But I don't need to check. Obviously, it's Baroque Works. Oh, I've just checked and it is. Because it has to be. Because this is very obviously a card which is meant to be played with that particular leader. And one of the weird things is, this whole place a card on top of your life, recovery as we would call it in Digimon, this is clearly a yellow skill. This is not a purple skill. However, we see it on a purple card, but it's not really a purple card. It's a purple card which is meant to be played in a purple and yellow deck, so it might as well be yellow. See where we're going with this, ladies and gentlemen? Do you see where we're going with this? This makes a big difference. We don't generally see the whole adding cards to your life thing in purple. We don't generally tend to see it outside of yellow, to be honest with you, but it's here. And it's kind of awesome. Although one thing that I have to point out here, because this is very, 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 very important, this is a play skill. Alright? What that means is you don't get a refund on the Don from your leader, because that only works on your opponent's turn, not on your own turn. Here, play it down, shuffle 2 Don back into your deck, but then grab an extra life. It's clearly stunning and phenomenal, and you're going to want to play it. Because also, when your opponent attacks, once per turn, Don -1, draw a card, and then trash a card from your hand. Okay, cool. That's really good. Now, it's not really draw per se. You're really cycling cards here more than you are drawing, because you end up with the same amount of cards as you started. The only important thing here is that you've basically gotten rid of a card, but you've gained a card in its stead. Although importantly, you draw and then you discard, so you've got the maximum amount of information before you have to choose what to discard. And if you're playing the Crocodile leader, you don't well, you do shuffle a Don back, but then you get another Don. And I've just checked the translation myself on the Crocodile leader, and it does say, add a card from your Don deck active. But when you're doing Don -1, you can shuffle back rested Don. I'm pretty sure that's right. So you can essentially swap a rested Don for an active Don while drawing and discarding a card, and when you play this you get to recover a life card. I mean, come on, ladies and gentlemen, we expect super rare 8-cost cards to be good. Like, that's kind of a thing, yeah? We expect super rare 8-cost cards to be good. Well, I've got news for you, ladies and gentlemen. This is very, 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 very good. I expect this one to be seeing a whole bunch of play. Yay! But this is not the only new purple card we've seen. It's not even the only new purple card that interacts with the Crocodile leader that we've seen. So let's have a look at Miss Valentine. This one looks very, very cool. 2 cost, 2,000 power, counter plus 1,000. And we've got a skill here whereby when you play this card, look at the top 5 cards of your deck, find a card that contains Baroque works, add it to your hand, and then put the rest at the bottom of your deck in any order. So this is very much your standard kind of cheap character. Play it down, look at the top few cards of your deck, in this case it's 5, and grab yourself a card you want for later on. This is actually really good. We see this kind of stuff played all the time. Look at something like the Nami. That Nami sees a huge amount of play because it helps to get you what you want. Now, admittedly, the 2,000 power is honestly a little bit sad here. Like, 2 cost 2,000 power with a really good skill, I totally get it. But remember the rule here, which essentially is you can't attack with less than 5,000 because leaders have 5,000 and the tie goes to the attacker. So you've got to have 5,000 power to even launch an attack, really, with any real expectation of it going through. And even then, a single 1,000 counter will stop you. So if you're going to be attacking with Miss Valentine, you do need to kind of be piling Don on, which I'm not saying you can't, but I am saying it gets a little bit awkward after a little while trying to get all this Don on. Not saying it's a bad thing, but I am saying that it is something which is very much worth kind of considering, that you're not really going to be attacking with it. But there is a second skill here, which is to say, it's got a trigger, Don -1, play this card. But let's then go back to the leader. Remember, the Crocodile leader says, on your opponent's turn, when you shuffle Don back to activate a skill, you get a Don back to pay for it. So here, you're essentially playing the card for free, while also getting to find yourself a Baroque's work card. And look, we know that when it comes to the One Piece TCG, draw is kind of rubbish and search is kind of rubbish. This isn't one of those games where you can just turn after turn search out the perfect card from your deck. That's not how the game works. It's why cards like Nami have seen so much play in the past, and Nami again is the top 5 cards of your deck. Now, admittedly, Nami is a 1 cost rather than a 2 cost, but then again, Nami doesn't have a trigger to play it for free, and this absolutely does. And yes, I know it's Don -1 play it for free, but Crocodile should help you out here quite nicely. So you're essentially playing it for free and then being able to go and search out the cards you really want, or at least getting yourself closer to being able to search it out, cannot be the only one that looks at this and goes, oh, that's actually pretty good. We like this. And I'm telling you now, ladies and gentlemen, we do like this. This is very, 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 very cool. So this is one that I've absolutely got my eye on. This is one that I think could be absolutely brilliant, and it's not a massively exciting card. Like, when we have a look at, the Crocodile we just looked at, it's a 9,000 power card that's got recovery and has also got some draw going on for good measure. Like, that is a really exciting card. This is not such an exciting card. This is far more of a meat and potatoes early game kind of card. But that's not really the point now, is it? No, ladies and gentlemen, no, it's not. So we've got a couple of new purple cards here. I'm a little bit excited, and frankly, if you had a little bit of if you're a little bit excited about that Crocodile, I've got wonderful news for you, ladies and gentlemen. That Crocodile with these cards gets a whole bunch better. That's what I think. I want to know what you think. So let me know in the comment section, would ya? Go nuts! Be nice! And then make sure you like this video, subscribe to this channel, follow me on Twitter at TheWasi. That's where we talk about One Piece and a whole bunch of other card games. And please do consider checking out patreon.com/PTCGradio, where you can support the channel, get some bonus podcasts, join a Discord, all kinds of fun things. But by far the most important thing as always, look after yourselves till next time, would ya? Thank you very much for watching. My name's Ross, and you've been watching Wasi Plays.